All right, Wednesday, January 4th, 2023. That's rolling off the tongue a little better than 2022, isn't it? So, what's the happenings since my last video, mid-December, something like that? Well, once again, the market calling genius 5 days ago, all clear until February 15th. We're going up until February 15th. Go look at it. The day after, wham! New lows on the NASDAQ, new lows on the month, on everything. Keep calling it, Mike. Like I say, you're going to make it one day. You're only going to be right one day. And, you're getting closer and closer to the right time every time. One day, Mike, one day you're going to be right. What a fucking dummy. What's the recent one, 16 hours ago? You must believe, oh yes, it's Mike against the world. He's the hero carrying you on his broad shoulders. He's the only one telling you the market's going up next year, or I should say this year. Watch this. You only have to get about 30 seconds into it because that's about as far as I could stomach. He's the only one, folks, that's telling you the market's going to go up for 2023. The only one. Everyone else. What a delusional tool. A delusional idiot. This guy is certified mental. Statistically speaking, after the year we've had, there's almost zero chance 2023 is going to be down. So who in the hell is this guy talking about? Listen, he seems to think these clowns on mainstream media, the quote so-called news, are actually purveyors of some sort of truth, what they believe. No, it's sensationalism, it's nonsense. Just because they say it doesn't mean they mean it. In fact, they likely don't. So I have no idea who he is speaking about. That is anyone serious talking about the market being down for 2023. Because it's highly likely not the case. So who the fuck is this guy referring to? The friggin' people. The world that he's made up inside his mind is about all of that. That's all it can be. And you've got the typical dipshits out there. Oh, you have strong grounds. Mike, I really respect you. My money is on Mike, Barry McBrush. Buddy, you've been hammered if your money's been on Mike, you fucking idiot. Come back in a couple months to find betting against Mike was a bad move. Well, Barry McBrush, you sock puppet. That's what I've been calling you for, years now. You've been saying this all year. And you've been wrong and wrong and wrong and wrong. So just like Mike, you're going to be right one day. It won't matter because this dumb fuck has crushed you with his bullshit. Oh, by the way, don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but I have to congratulate Mike on Coinbase. He moved the decimal point. He bought it at $325 a share. It actually went to $32.50. I see it's having a killer update today. But what's a decimal point among friends, right? And by the way, something that someone reminded me that this dipshit used to always say, I never take a loss, I pay with time. I never take a loss. I never lose. Well, bud, how many times have we already proven you wrong? And Coinbase is just going to do it for the, 11th time. Yeah, it's not $32.50 now. It's $37.92 staring at it here on the live feed. But it's a far cry from your $325. Good fucking luck, Mr. Dead Money. What an idiot. And see, this is the problem, folks. He doesn't want to take a loss because he's just fucking mentally handicapped. He can't handle it. The guy is about as weak-minded as you can get. And the clear evidence is saying the stupid shit he does. I never take a loss. Sitting there, never talking about it, watching it go down 90%, sitting there on his hands because he doesn't want to take the loss. I can't tell you how bad and backwards that is. I've been showing it live for over a year. This market's been going for a shit. Where we've stopped out our S&P index 55 times, I believe, is the current number. And you guys saw, because I've updated it every few weeks for over a year now. And you've watched it from stop number 10, 12, 30, 40. I think the last one I showed here on this channel was stop number 54. And we've had one since, I believe, within a couple points. It was a plus or minus literally 2 or 3 ES points. I've shown you how many hundreds of ES points we've saved. And I did it before I knew the result. I showed it live, proving this guy wrong yet again about 1,000 times over. Look at the sea of actual dipshits. Oh, this one. John Hanna, market's been dropping for over a year now. When will you admit we're in a bear market? Well, hey, I don't know about this bear market shit. I have a question. When will he admit he's actually underwater fucking badly? And look at this. Zybernetics, literally the dumbest motherfucker next to Barry McBrush on this feed. Since when did Mike say we at no point we're in a bear market over the last year? You're making crap up. Zybernetics, you dumb motherfucker. I know you know about my channel. Go over and post this stupid shit on my channel, and we'll make sure it gets posted. And I'll point everybody to it. Making crap up. Who cares if we call it a bear market or not, Zybernetics, you dumb fuck? The point is, Mike's been wrong the entire last year, and you're still supporting him. Yeah, everyone by now knows what that is. That's Zybernetics trying to talk with Mike's dick in his mouth. That's what that is. Oh, and this one. I read this one. Sean Carter and a couple other people. And Darren here. Oh, another friggin' genius. These guys, between the two of them, can't decide if more people are bullish or bearish. But you know, it's all just a story anyways. So what's the point? I got an email from this guy. I guess it's finally complete. Mike's Norman entirety of his bullshit in full display. 2 bullshit stock picking videos, 5 bullshit Forex trading videos, his daily treasury statement, and I guess that's it. So somebody remind these dumb clowns. There was somebody the other day I noticed wishing he could get for this. He actually paid for this shit. It's out in the public sphere. Buddy, it's right there. Click on the links. They're right there. I've looked at them. They redirect you to a Google Drive. It's perfectly fine. Unbelievable. So let's take a look at one more thing. And this is for all these heroes that thinks he's got it straight. Wait a minute. I read something here I want to show you. Just give me a sec. You're my Forex mentor. That reminded me. That reminded me of this. I'd forgotten all about it. Remember this bullshit where interest rates going up causes your currency to weaken? U.S. Turkish lira. Woo! Mike has been, first of all, Mike's been hard on short the U.S. dollar against pretty much everything else, all the other major currencies. But he's had a complete hard on for lira long for years. And by the way, lira long is the opposite of this pair. Written this way for you non-currency traders. So basically, he's been on the wrong side of this trade for years, from $3 to $18. And the reason why is because Turkey was supposed to be lowering interest rates, and it was going to cause their currency to appreciate versus the US dollar. That was this guy's MMT thesis for years, and it's been dead wrong. And Mike's excuse on this was they haven't lowered it enough. Well, I don't know, man. It's gone from 8% to 20%, and what is it now, 12%? He's lowered it a shit ton, and all it's done is gone up more. Now, sure, it's plateaued. I think they've tried to actually doing some US dollar and foreign currency buying. You know, whether that holds or not, probably not. It never really works out for a country. Listen, this whole MMT, or at least PMT, public masturbation trading by dipshit Mike Norman, with respect to his currency trading, based off of his MMT backwards ass ideas, it's pure bullshit. It's never been right. It isn't right. If he's just paid attention for a second and looked at the correlation, not just the US dollar against the lira, because that might be low-hanging fruit, but it's the easiest one that I know that he's traded it completely the wrong way. But if you look at the US euro, US yen. Listen, there is almost no correlation between any of that stuff. There just isn't. So this whole idea has done nothing but left you out to dry on your currency trading. Turkey has lowered rates a shit ton, and their currency has done nothing but continue to go lower against the US dollar. So here again, hanging on to this dead losing money trade for years simply because he doesn't want to admit he's wrong. And by the way, he did this years ago and buried it, but I remember way back shortly after 2010, 2011, 2012 area, something like that, he fucking hammered people in a euro trade doing the same stupid shit. And he just washed his hands of it, never talked about it again. Just like this big SDS long from freaking years ago. He thought, I think it was 2016 or something like that, 2017. He thought the market was going to crash, because he's the MMT specialist. Yeah, PMT specialist, more like it. And this trade started to go against him because he was long SDS. And I remember making a video at the time just imploring people, listen, if this shit doesn't work out inside of a month, get the fuck out of it. Because this thing is never going to be right if you let it go too long. It's an ultra short S&P 500 short, for those of you that don't know. This shit is meant to be traded down only, folks. Do not be this dumb fuck hero wannabe like Mike Norman. Here's another trade. He never stops out. That was his mantra back in the day. I pay with time. Yeah, you pay with time because that's all you're doing is paying. So the guy effectively took this thing from about 270 to 300 all the way down to 45. It's never coming back. Another one he swept under the carpet. So just to remind you again for 2023, until this guy posts an actual portfolio with a finite amount of cash and then backs it up every single trade, do not believe this guy. And if he does it, for those of you that can't think straight, all of these people, if he starts doing it January 5th, tomorrow, listen, the market is down huge. It's likely to have an up year. When this dumb fuck starts exclaiming pretty soon, because the market's likely bottomed, it likely has. So there's a good probability come a month from now, this guy's going to be saying, see, I told you so. And he's going to be able to do it for the next 11 months till the end of 2023, telling you how right he always was. And why I point that out is these dumb fucks that followed him all the way down, buying the dips, the tobacco dips, will have all forgotten that all he did is get you to do the exact wrong thing all last year and calling it 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 and calling it. He'll finally get it right and then you'll forget. So that's what's coming for 2023. Write this video down. About a year from now, we're going to come back to this video. And I'm telling you, this is exactly what this guy's going to do, because the market's going to likely have a good year next year, and he's going to be I tolding you so all over the place. Ignoring the bottom call after bottom call after freaking bottom call. Because remember this video, sometime mid-July 2022. This is the stupid shit he said at the first half of 2022, and he did the same thing in the balance of 2022. Wrong the entire year. Being right now doesn't absolve you from all the stupid shit you did, Mike Norman, you fucking lying scumbag, pushing people over the edge with your dumb fuck nonsense. So folks, I implore everyone, if you want to have this guy's stupid shit for whatever twisted reason you want in your mind, you think this dumb fuck who's shown you how to do everything wrong for an entire year, and he's going to accidentally be right just because the market's going to go in his direction likely in 23. If you, for some twisted reason, want that material, it's right fucking here. Stop paying this fucking clown anything. Because if you could look at his account would look just as fucked up as his face does here, trying to be a fucking hero, when all he is a worthless, tired old man with no fucking self-respect, coming out here lying to you on a daily basis.